Trucker, and I'm back. Man, this wind is notorious. It's freaking crazy. It's insane. It took me a long time to actually attach this gold space blanket to the tarp so you can become visible. This one was so bad, it was so hard to tie it down. It probably took me 20 minutes at least. So now I want to show you something simple where people can find you if you become lost. And I have here in my hand the orange paracord. I'm not using it because I want to show you what you can do with 7 strands of paracord that is attached to here. So this is what I'm talking about. This is your gold space blanket. They do make silver too. I recommend you use gold. It might be more visible. You can use silver. Give it a shot. If you're lost, I hope you are found. But I want to show you right here. In like one strand of paracord, and I was able to actually use like 7 strands to actually tie it. Now I want to let you know this space blanket, trying to cut a hole and put a string in it to tie it, good luck, man. Good luck on that, because it might not work. I took my knife, cut a hole. You might need like a pin to poke a hole, but it would tear. So what I did in return is I kind of made a little knot here, looped it around, and just tied the string to it, and I attached it to the loop on the tarp, as you can see right there. And it seems to be staying. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4 strings I just used, and the other strings I used on the other side to actually keep the tarp down, and I tied it to a tree. So this is your basic, simple, fast, tarp. You're a fast shelter. I think this will get you through the night. You can, use other types of ways to stay warm too. So I'm going to walk around on the other side to show you what I did, how I utilized the other string from the paracord. Yeah, I mean, as you can see right now, it's so windy here. The wind is coming from the other side of the tarp to where I'm standing right now. So, when you're in the mountains, it's hard to predict where to build a shelter, where the wind is coming from. I mean, it's just unpredictable. But as you can see, what I did here is I took the other string from the paracord and I tied it. Wow. You see what I'm saying? The frickin' wind. Yeah. Welcome to Colorado weather. So I took this paracord, stuck it through here, and I strung it to a tiny little stub right here to keep it stable. I mean, it's not strong. Yeah, of course it can break off if you kick it, but I'm not going to kick it. But I think the wind itself hopefully does not break it off. And I use this other stump right here, and I tied a knot. It doesn't quite look like it's tied very good like here, but you see what I'm saying. You get the point. This is what you want to do. Find knots in the tree and utilize it. Use it to your advantage. And that's basically what you can do, man. I know I have a bunch of rope here. I wasn't using all paracord. I was using something thick. like this rope here, as you can tell, is, you know, it doesn't work as good as this. This ties knots very good. And of course, as I was saying, if you're lost, use this. Trust me, they're gonna find you better with this stuff than camouflage. You're not trying to hide from people, you're trying to be found by people, you know. So this is something you can do. And there's another thing that you can do with this tarp and make a makeshift teepee. If it's really bad, I'm going to show you. If it's storming, I mean, like you know what's snow. If you're in the winter time, then you know what? You need to have cover, not just from the side, but the top too. And if you won't, you can even lay down in this area here. Just put your body right here, you know, and snuggle up. And you can have the fire right like in here. And if you can find rocks in the area, take these rocks, put it in the fire, and put it right next to you, like along here, so the heat will radiate off the rock, and it will hit your body, keeping you warm, keeping you from hypothermia. Because once you get that, you're on your way to dying. You know, it makes you disoriented. You know, it really affects your mind. You can't think straight. You're shivering and you're cold. You can catch a fever. It's bad stuff. You have a better chance on dying in the wilderness from hypothermia than you do with a mountain lion, a bear, or a tiger if you're in Africa, if you're in the jungles of Malaysia, you know, somewhere in South America, you know. So this is one thing that you can use to stay alive. You can even dig a pit, like, you know, here. I'm going to show you how to make a fire bed too here pretty soon. But this is just one of many shelters you can make. Carrying a tarp is lightweight, doesn't bug you down, doesn't take that long. It didn't take me that long to make this. There's a bunch of wind, so yeah, it took me longer, you know. But this is one thing you can do. I mean, this is just one of many shelters out there. Tarp's light, paracord is light, it's cheap, the tarp is cheap. And I'm going to show you how to make a tarp teepee. It's very simple. And all you need is one tree, or you can use multiple sticks like they normally do. But I'm going to show you how to make a tarp teepee using one of these trees here. Just another look of the entire picture so you know exactly what I'm talking about here. You know, most survival experts might say, yeah, just use a tarp, because a bunch of these shelters that people make, it's time consuming, it burns energy, calories, and you don't want to have that if you're lost and you didn't bring much food. If you weren't expected to get lost, this is something you want to have. And definitely bring a tarp, bring this ghost space blanket. You can bring a silver one too. I haven't ever tested it to wrap it around you. It says that it retains your body heat. But if I was lost, this is what I would use here. And if it was storming like in the winter time, I would make a better shelter. It is winter here. It snowed last night. You know, but there's really no snow on the ground anymore. But this is basically what you can do. It's simple. It really is. If it's windy outside, well, it's going to be a bitch. I'm telling you, this took me about 20 minutes just to frickin' make, because the wind was so bad. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. This is Solo. Survivor Trucker, and I'm out. Bye. Sheet up. As you can see, the other tree is, you know, and how tall you are. But again, you go a beautiful rock cord that is attached to here. But this is basically what you can do. It's simple. These are wild turkey, everybody. You'll only piss it off. Make a fire with some rocks that